Yes, you're not hallucinating. It is vlog 221, and your pal Jaime here, the shut-in cartoonist musician vlogcasting after quite a while here at the Corn Tortilla Press World Headquarters, located still on that island in the San Francisco Bay that has a wonderful view of East Oakland, California. Um, yeah, it's been a while. It's been over a few weeks or 3 weeks, maybe. I don't know. I had to look it up on my phone to see what number I was at. I also realized when I was looking up that if I just kept doing these daily, I'd probably be close to 300 of these right now. And I've said it before, but I'll say it one more time. I stopped doing them on the daily because I got sick of me, just hearing me and seeing me. And I'm sure the few of you that watch this did as well. And I felt like I was just filling space for no reason. And the whole intent of this was to take your minds off the pandemic and the chicanery of the last administration. So, and all the other stuff that was just really, you know, inundating our lives on the daily. So I'm now going back to what I originally started. My original plan was to talk about things that are near and dear to me. And it was, you know, books and music and comic books or cartoonists and musicians or athletes or whatever, just things that were kind of important to me. And today is going to be no different. Finishing my second cup of organic French roast. And it's a Monday morning. It's a crisp, sunny, cool day here in the Bay Area on Monday, as I said. But today we're going to talk about the film The Three Burials of Malquiades, Estrada. And this is Tommy Lee Jones, starring Tommy Lee Jones. He also directed it. It was written by, oh my God, what's his name? The guy that wrote, the Mexican film, great movie, Moros Perros. What's his name? Guillermo Arriga, I think? I think that was it. And so this is one of his stories. And it's in English and in Spanish. It's mostly in English. And don't worry for you non-Spanish speakers, it is also subtitled. But a wonderful film. I bought it a number of years ago because when I saw it at the theater and was floored. I'm of that last generation too that was raised, and I'm very into that generation that was raised by Westerns. We had, Gunsmoke and so forth, a rifleman and all that on TV, in the Wild Wild West, whatever. And a lot of the spaghetti Westerns were influential to me and so forth. So this film, modern day, it takes place modern day. I'll give a quick premise. Tommy Lee Jones is a cowboy, professional cowboy. It takes place on the Texas-Mexican border in West Texas. He's at work, I guess, taking a break in the barn on a ranch with some of the other cowhands in there, and they're just doing the usual, just shooting the shit. And this stranger rolls up on a horse, and he's a Mexican national. He's a Mexicano, a vaquero. They find out later is a cowboy in Spanish. So a vaquero from otro lado, over the other side, and he's looking for a job. And he asked Tommy Lee Jones, because he didn't speak English, he asked him in Spanish. And Tommy Lee Jones, by the way, speaks fluent Spanish. And I remember reading an interview with him years and years ago. He's from West Texas. He's born and raised. And I remember he said something really funny and cool. Something to the effect of he goes, well, I'm from West Texas, and it's a real bicultural community, though a lot of people don't want to admit that. So I thought that was cool. So yeah, he's fluent. So like I said, this film, they speak Spanish to each other. And like I said, it's subtitled. But their friendship, he hires them, and their friendship blossoms into, they're very close, and it's really touching. It's like a father and son, big brother, little brother thing between Tommy Lee Jones and the actors, Julio Cesar Sarillo, who's a great actor. I mean, this guy's another underrated one, along with Barry Pepper, who is in the film, who plays the dickhead border agent who accidentally kills Malquiades and then tries to cover it up, and then the real action ensues from there. And Barry Pepper, you may remember, I first saw him in 61, which was a film about Roger Maris breaking Babe Ruth's single-season home run record. And he was really good in that. And he's also, if you didn't see that, he was more widely known as the sniper in Saving Private Ryan. But a great underrated actor. So it's a really film. It gets a little graphic at one point, but it's you'll have to bear with it, I guess, if you want to see. It's not for the faint of heart in one sense, sort of, but it's more gross. It's not violent, and it's just gross. So you see, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. There's two musicians that I admire greatly, and but the main one, he has a small part in it, and I love him in it. Is Levon Helm, the drummer, the only American in one of my favorite groups of all time, the Band, and he plays a blind old man living out in the middle of nowhere, um, right on the frontera, right on the border there, and it's he has a great small part, and Dwight Yoakam is the other one, who plays the sheriff, and he's a bit of comedy relief in there. It's got some dark humor and it's got some little bit of ha-has in there, and he does a great job though as a really just lackadaisical, and I don't mean in a good way, just a kind of lazy, I don't want to deal with it sheriff. And and about Dwight Yoakam, his acting chops are really impressive. I liked him in Sling Blade too. He played the abusive boyfriend in that. He does a good job. But I was going to say the song Carmelita, written by Warren Zevon, the best for me, the best pound for pound version of it is Dwight Yoakam singing it with Flaco Jimenez on the accordion. I think it's on Flaco, one of Flaco's albums, actually. Just a little side note there. So anyway, this is a film I highly recommend. So we're back to movies, and it's going to be The Three Burials of Malquiades, Estrada. You can make a bone up on your Spanish if you don't speak it. It's a great film. So that's it for me today. I'll try doing these once a week. I was, asked by a small group of people that, maybe I should do these once a week. And you guys know who you are. I'm not going to call you out here. I'm not going to put you on Front Street, but there you go. I'll be back next week. I'll maybe pick a day, but maybe I'll just hop up later in this week, or maybe maybe I'll make this a Monday thing. Who knows? All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Always appreciate it. Love to hear from you. On one of the platforms I put this on, I know it's YouTube and Facebook. So say something. Let me know you're out there. And yeah, you can subscribe too. Why not? What does the kid say? Smash that button. You don't have to hit the bell, but I guess that's part of it too. I never do that, but whatever. All right, everybody. I'll see you next time. Thanks.